Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
At the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Complete.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 1. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
10-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Wilson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. This is Carson. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
The tackle made at his own.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Looking for the tight end Olsen, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Seahawks nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
1st and 10.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
2nd and 12 on the Seahawks.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes, a quick slant to Hill. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
Mahomes pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Chiefs 7, Seahawks nothing.
On 1st down, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 16-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. Well, you talk about catching a defense off guard. They were not expecting jet sweep at all there.
Well, he was 10 yards downfield before the defense even knew what hit him. So a really good play call against a defense that was set up for them to gain big yardage. And how about how they executed the handoff there? That means they spent some time with the wide receivers taking handoffs from the quarterbacks. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Wilson's pass.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Tano Passanio. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First down, Chiefs.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Seahawks' 47-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
7-yard gain.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. 2 minutes to play in his first half, 7-3 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts So as they take it over, we step aside.
2nd and 4 at the 20.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He's got the first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete to
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Pass complete to DK Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Being chased out left. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
To Greg Olsen.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Let's get
and
that
Wilson's
swagger,
going to be
y'all.
intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1-yard line.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Here's Mecole Hardman. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check,
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Buying time to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll run on first down. Carson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And no, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20, and he is down deep into Seattle territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, 62 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
4-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes dancing to his left. And it's caught. And he is out of bounds here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Wilson steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete.
Wilson on the keeper. Intended for David Moore. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now Wilson on 1st down. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Seahawks.
To throw again is Wilson.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way up to the 46. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where... And that is caught! Touchdown, Kansas City! Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So, wow, he scrambles right, throws across his body all the way back to the left, but it worked out.
Wouldn't you just love to hear the thought process of the offensive coordinators that play unfolded? And I think a lot of it was, no. Nice throw, my man. Nice throw.
I'd also like to hear the quarterback what's going on in his head as that ball leaves his hand.
Oh, please let it get there, because otherwise I'm in big trouble.
Right there.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Seahawks 16. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Mahomes being chased out left. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
To number 10,
Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even...
Sometimes you need a friend. Go up and don't put